Hi guys, boys and girls, this is Namcraft. What's going on? I've missed you so much. I've been away for so long, and the moment I got back home, the first thing I did before eating, drinking, sleeping, fornicating, crapping is gonna be to just have a nice session of nice Starcraft climactic pleasure with you guys. I've missed you all so much. How are you doing? How is the new year? Today's the 18th on my calendar. Things are looking well. We're going to be having the rematch between Flashy Boy and Queen Freddie Mercury. What's going to be going on here? Because in the previous encounter, we've seen some nice games between these two players. And let's see how they're going to be performing. This is going to be Flash versus Queen on the map Deja Vu. Let me just quickly show you the map photo. This is the old ASL Season 18 and KSSL Season 1 map. This map is probably not going to be used in the next season of SSL, which shall be in about 2 months or maybe 1 month. I'm not so sure. But anyways, yeah, what's going on, man? So thanks a lot for your comments and support so far. Mr. McDonald. Where is he? Let me just quickly show you who he looks like. This is Mr. McDonald. Yes, I will be at your friend's wedding party. I would not be your friend because that would require a crazy leap of faith, but I will be at your friend's wedding party. That sounds natural. It seems reasonable, a thing to do, right? Yeah, so that's it. And thanks to that random dude who told me that defilers are born with with Darkstorm technologies. That's good. I did not know that. Is that even correct? That's correct. Defilers are born with Darkstorm. You don't have to research it. Okay, that's great to know, because I know nothing, Jon Snow. But this is not gonna be Snow versus Flash or Queen versus Snow. It's gonna be Queen versus Flash, a rematch of previous game. If you've not watched it, please go ahead and do that and watch it in the video description. This rematch, Deja Vu, these two players are gonna be spawning very close to each other, as you can see. Queenie Boy, Freddie Mercury at the top ramp, and Flashy Boy at the bottom right. Overlord scouting in the wrong direction. We're gonna have some nice encounters. Let me turn off the map before you guys shoot me in the face. There it is. And yeah, I'm back home, so I have to access all of the crazy amazing stuff that you all are so accustomed to. This is the ranking for the players in the last 10 days. Queen, Snow, Flash, Soki, and Hero at the top 5. And this is the elo scores of the the 4 kind of benchmark players that I want to give you. And let's take a look at the win rate. We are looking at Queen at versus Terran, 65% win rate, and Flash versus Zerg at a staggering 71% win rate. Flash has been doing really well. Of course, in overall elo scores is slightly less than Queen. Queen is a beast in terms of total elo score these days. What else do I want to show you? These two players are the top 2 accoladed players in ASL performance, with Flash winning 4 gold so far, and Queen has won 2 golds already. So very good. Flash, he's been experimenting a lot with mech builds. He's been doing a barrage of stuff. He's been doing purely mech. He's been doing Goliaths push. He's been doing vultures, double factory vultures. He's been doing a mix of tanks and marines. He's done a lot of stuff. Of course, these kind of DPL games, we don't expect crazy concentration from the players. They are likely to go for some big I'd say experimentation, because yeah, I mean, if you lose a game, you lose a couple of $1,000, but to these guys is nothing. It's peanuts, right? It's not peanuts to me. By the way, buy me coffee, because I need that. And I'm going to take this chance to thank some of my fans. It's going to be double factory once again. This is fast vultures or what? Because this is the same build that Flash has done previously against somebody. I cannot know. But anyways, yeah. So let us thank the fan right now, no, that's Mr. Flash. No, that's not him. I don't want to thank. Of course, I want to thank him, because without him, there would be no game to watch. Oh, look at all of those, dots around the map here. This is very interesting. Look at that. Look at all these, little things running around and enjoying life here. And yeah, another hatchery goes down. So this is gonna be the perfect moment to start to thank some people, because I've been away, Mr. McDonald. Thank you for your support. I mean, you sound like my high school teacher. We had Mr. McDonald when I was in high school. He was very fun. And thank you, Mr. Thomas. Thank you, Mr. Shane. This vulture gets trapped right away. The Marines hit the support, which is nice. And last but not least, thank you, Mr. Sea Goblins. By the way, I asked you guys where Mr. C Goblins was from. The answers were Malta, Norway, Italy, and Germany. I had a mixed bags of answers, so thanks a lot for your amazing answers. But I will not reveal the true answer. I will let Mr. Sea Goblin speak for himself. So Sea Goblins, please stand up. Sea Goblin, please sit down. Tell us where you're from. If you are so inclined, if you're not so inclined, it will remain forever a shrouded mystery on Namcraft channel. What's happening here? We're going to be having tweets coming up. The vultures, okay, are not out there doing any kind of harassments. The first one's already sniped. The second one is out there. Interesting. Goliath in positions of flash. He's doing a very similar build to what he often does on this map. Looks like we're going to be having the mutual start to move across the map here. That's about 5 of a standard numbering. There's going to be a nice, bunker here to support. I always love this bunker. This bunker is nice. Looks like Mitch's arrived at the bottom left of the screen, and we shall see how he performs here. There's a turret. The second turret is dead, and as we get sniped, there's nothing here to support. The Goliaths are kind of, very, very far away. But now they are here, and 5 Mitches would not be enough to stop these Goliaths. That Vultures is doing a lot of, very annoying stuff. Of course, there's no drones at that base at the top left, so at 11 o'clock position. So I think Queen doesn't mind so much. But these Mutualists, once again, are doing great shots against the SCV, but they should back off now because they start to get a little bit pinky, right? They're not yet fully. But look at this Goliath. This Goliath is like tripping, man. That Goliath was like walking through the minerals. Look at this, these little buggy things. Oh, wow, look at that. This Goliath is hilarious. Anyways, there's going to be Starport coming up now, and that is going to be double factory. Yeah, 7 minutes of the game. The game is looking rather boring. Queen with 51, supply flash 57. Maybe I'll increase the volume a bit so that you have some more fun with me. And this Goliath push is typical of flash, but Queen is so resilient. He is so what is the word I'm looking for? Resilient is one word. There's some other word that I'm looking for. Basically, it means that you're very strong. Anyways, this is a nice move from Queen to try to counter-attack and force his enemies, to move back. But it looks like Flash is undeterred. He will continue to move across, and he's going to be having a nice bait trade. Possibly, if he can take this 11 o'clock base, the game, is it over for Queen? I think maybe. But these witches are doing good shot, and Flash is going to be losing a lot of SCVs in the process. We want to check. We want to take a look at the 11 o'clock position as well. There's, of course, that hatchery will fall, and all of the drones with it. Where the Marines going? I don't even know. But anyways, yeah, this Mitch is going to be returning, and can Queen save that base? If he fly over there right now, he might be able to save it. It's going to be the second group of reinforcement, and Queen's going to be super careful. These Mitch is going to get trapped. They are so damaged, but there are only 2 Goliaths. The reinforcement from the northern side are not here yet. And yeah, okay, now they're going to be grouping up together, and so I think Queen is in some serious trouble. He can only go for the dive inside of Flash's base. Okay, there's going to be some Zerg coming to support, so this base is safe. Wow. And Flash is going to return with the rest of his Goliaths, and what is going to be Queen's move? He comes in with some mutualist here. He snipes another turret. So this is kind of very nice punching back and forth between these 2 players. By the way, McGregor was recently charged with sexual assault once again. So if you are into punching, people, then you might find that news interesting. Look at this, guys. Queen's got so many mutuals. That's easily like 25 mutualists. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe around, maybe 15 or 17. Queen 65, supply flash 76. We're going to be having triple factory, and finally we're going to be having Starport with the add-on, as well as a science facility, which signals that, what does it signal? I guess it's signal Valkyrie, right? So I think Valkyrie is the right response here. Hatcheries coming up, drones going to get transferred, and more technologies from the Zerg player. As for Flash, he's just going to be hanging out here. This nice floating building provides good vision. That's going to be the 5th hatchery here. Goliaths hanging out here just to buy time. And we're going to be having Mutus waiting on the outskirt here. The first that is possibly going to be Valkyrie. Motor is going to be coming in. And yeah, Queen is going to have to think about the long game a little bit here. Of course, he can do some damages with this Mutualist, but of course, these Goliaths are very strong. And we've seen in some cases, of course, you can do some damages against the SV, but so what? Eventually the Terran player will just push out and kill you, so you need to transition into the next tech. And against Mech, Queen is one of the possible answers, right? The other answers like mass Hydras. I think Zerglings would never work. But okay, what is that? It's gonna be Command Center? Yeah, I think that's his Command Center. So this is gonna be a new expansion coming out for Flash here. 89 supply for Flash, and Queen is 70 supply. Okay, another hatchery goes up at the 10 o'clock position. So this game is going to drag us out a little bit here. What's happening? Why is some building getting destroyed? There might have been the turrets there. Yeah, okay, this is going to be Science Systems build. So I was mistaken. I thought it might have been, a Valkyrie, but it's going to be quick Science Systems. Now, Science Systems is also very important. Very important. And the more you delay getting Science Systems, the worse it becomes in the late game. You want to, I think Valkyries are kind of quick and, easy solutions, right? It's like when you're courting a girl, right? And I don't know, you send her a note saying, oh, hey, hi, how are you doing? Did you eat breakfast? How did you sleep? I mean, that is like the easy way to get a chick, and it doesn't work with the chicks in the in Gen Z generation anymore. It worked with like girls in the old days, right? The grandmothers like, oh my god, I got a letter from John, but in these Revolution 5.0 ChatGPT kind of era, by the way, these vultures gonna run away now and run around. The girls are very sophisticated. So it doesn't work at all when you go for these cheesy pickup lines. You need to kind of, you need to create coincidence, basically. Creating coincidence is an art, man. It's like, oh, hi, miss. You dropped something, but actually she didn't drop it. You took it from her bag, and you purposely left it on the floor, and you wait for her to walk by, and you pick it up, and just speak in a very obnoxious voice to make sure she hears you. Those kind of tricks are required. So why am I talking about that? There was a certain correlation between that and this game, but I've forgotten. Anyways, looks like Flash is going to come out and expand here. As the 4 o'clock position, and Queen is going to amass a sizable force on the high ground of Deja Vu here. Keep in mind, this is going to be low ground for Flash and high ground for Queen for a while, until Flash can break out and claim that high ground. So this is going to be very nice big fights ahead of us here. Looks like Hydra's going to come in, and tanks are sieging. Hydra's going to get pushed back. We're having some major engagement. There's going to be a small squadron of mutas waiting on the left side, and they're going to come in here for some harassments against the expansion at some point, I think. We shall see. But for now, Flash is going to be bunkering up and supply depoting up and tanking up, at every chances he's got. These switches going to come in, and they're killing a lot of SCVs. The Gorilla's going to get pushed back. As you can see, there's troop movement from Flash moving back, trying to salvage the situation. Goliaths are here, and nice Science Systems activities, but good split from Queenie Boy. Freddie Mercury, he comes out. He would try to take one last shot at that, but that's going to be the end of the engagement. Is this going to be a drone here? The 10 o'clock position, looking for go for another base. That will be very fun. Flash has got only one starport, because when you go for Macrat, I believe you don't have enough gas. Alright, yeah, true to his name, Queen is going to be amassing a lot of queens here inside of his main base, and they're out of the reach of the scanners. Not that Flash has any scanners to speak of. Yeah, playing without scanner is a double-edged sword, man. It works in the early stage of the game, but at the late stage, it's not really what you want to have. You want to be able to scan constantly to see what is the other guy's up to. But anyways, Flash is going to be doing a huge push here. This is a timing push, 13 minutes and 30 seconds of the game. Flash 130 supply, Queen 127. There's a lot of tanks. I don't know if the Queens will be alive, with the energy on time here. What it looks to me like the Queen have something like, I don't know, you cannot possibly see. I can see, but you cannot. 100 and maybe not even 100 energy. How much is Queen energy, man, for the baby Queen? Anyways, a lot more factories come, and finally we have Academy. This is like the latest Academy ever. Almost 40-minute mark of the game, and Flash finally builds his Academy, which means he will not be able to kind of detect exactly where the enemies are located. But these tanks are going to be shouting. We're going to be having Queen just trying to hold out on this left side and inviting his enemy towards his main, so they can kind of dive in and go for the counterattack, or maybe surround him from both sides. And finally, these 7 Queens will get a lot of energy. And this is a paid investment, but of course, if Flash strike now, he might be able to find the timing. That's a lot of factories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 factories. Yeah, with Mac, one of the disadvantage with Mac is that you cannot drop. You possibly cannot drop, and so Zerg doesn't have to worry so much about that. He just needs to kind of make sure there's adequate Hydralis at the front door, maybe go for some tank sniping with the with the queen. And finally he scans, and Flash knows the danger of the queen. How many is that? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 queens. All right, looks like Flash dive in. This mission is gonna try to go in before the Sandsisters can do something. Keep in mind the other Sandsisters was sniped. This push from Flash is looking scary. Queen needs everything he's got, man. He need to engage the queens right now. I think they're gonna be hiding out here. Are those the queens? There, maybe no. These are the queens. But this huge ball of mech is a force to reckon with. They start to come in, and they need to go on siege here. Hydra's trying to surround from the back, but it will melt like butter. But Queen coming out. How many tanks do we get? We get about 7 tanks. Enforcement coming from the left side as well. These queens are all wiped out, and Flash has completely cleaned up the floor. Maybe terrible engagement from Queen, losing all of these. Hydra supply wise, Flash on 57, Queen at 26. There's gonna be more engagement. Looks like in the last minute Queen's gonna just run away. Queen is run out of queens, ironically. And now he's got only Hydras, but the tanks on this other side will stop any kind of reinforcement from the back, and these tanks are going to be shouting the Hydra dent. Good attack though. He's going to try to snipe as many tanks possible. Only 2 tanks, so finally Queen will regain this high ground, but Flash will take out the Hydra dent, which will slow down the production of Hydras. These Hydras are going to try to dive in or not. I'm not so sure. There's going to be more scanning. How much energy there is. I think there might be enough to have energy for these Queens later. There's more reinforcement from the other side. This base is going to be falling. Hydra's trying to snipe as many Goliaths as possible before the reinforcement could join up forces together. These forces need to run away, man. The tanks are way too far to support. It's going to be a nice engagement here. The tanks are going to siege. 1 tank siege, 2 tank siege, but there are too many Hydras. The siege tank has been sniped, and Queen is pushing Flash back and cutting his supply for the rest of the army. These are the Queens who need to come in, and from the high ground they can go and shell, but these Goliaths are going to move on the high ground. The Hydra is going to get trapped. The Queen needs to attack right now. I think they have enough energy, maybe. I think they possibly can. It's attack right now, but anyways, there's gonna be some Hydras coming out to support, and the Queens are out here hiding, waiting to come in for the dive. There's gonna be some Zerglings just to buy time. These 4 tanks will get involved in the action as well. The Queens are not yet casting their spells. They're waiting. Zerglings are buying a lot of time, and these Hydras will come out here and snipe this base. Nice Queen attack from the back. There's only 1 tank remaining, but the number of Goliaths is very, very high, so I don't know how much it is going to be possible for Queen to salvage, essentially losing the entire main base here. And Flash has breached the high ground supply wise. Queen is down to 78 and Flash 129. Keep in mind that Queen cannot make any more Hydras unless he's rebuilt a Hydra and somewhere else on this map. But I think this is possibly going to be GG for our Queenie boy here, Freddie Mercury. So this is going to be the moment for you to buy me coffee. The link is going to be in the video description. There are 4 ways for you to buy me coffee: PayPal, Binance, Zelle, and something else. I'm not really sure what exactly that was. But anyways, good game. See you soon. Good night.